So welcome to the 2017 Black Sustainability Summit. We are here waiting for Mama Ya Elohim and Dr. Jata Rahim to join us. They are getting the phone line situated. Until then, I'm currently sharing their presentation, From Seed Thoughts to Seed Preservation. This presentation is up online on the website for Black Sustainability Summit under 2017 presentations. It has been broken up into two parts that do not have audio, and then one part which is both presentations with a voiceover done by Elisha Hall, who we give thanks for. He's been giving us lots of strength and support as we've been developing this summit. We could not have done it without his help and him volunteering to support this work. I will start off. What they've gone through is really shared about this. The opportunity for us to actually learn how we can preserve our seeds and how we can sprout our own foods for nutrition. I will not do their presentation justice, but I would like to have a visual up on the screen until they actually join us. And if you would like, you can mute this and you can go onto our website and watch their presentation at your leisure. You can type in Ya Elohim, or you can type in Jata Rahim. You all should be able to see this. She did have notes that are down here, and they're talking about from seed thought to seed preservation. Let's see, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Seed thoughts want to plant other similar seed thoughts. And so before delving into other topics, I want to consider how everything that they've manifested actually in our lives, it starts with a seed thought, and it leads to our physical world experience. Seed thoughts want to plant more similar seed thoughts, and what we harvest is what we plant. So we want to be cognizant of what thoughts we are planting into our physical reality. Soon, we will have a field of similar thoughts that was germinated by the original thought. So once you have planted a seed thought, we will soon have a reality field within our inner terrain of similar thoughts that was germinated by the original thought. I think after they moved forward, they were speaking more about our thought process, brainwave patterns, and how they dictate how we respond to any situation, and us being very mindful about the energy that we put out into the universe. And as they continue throughout their presentation, I'm going to skip through, I'm not going to do the entire thing. But as they continue through their presentation, it went through making sure that we are clear and that we have a state of peace as we are putting things out into the universe, and that we're focusing our attention towards our sovereignty and making sure that we are affirming what we harvest is actually what we have intended to plant. So let us consider this as we turn our thoughts to food and seed security and sovereignty. What we harvest is what we plant. Then we can reap what we have sown. So Mama Ya Elohim started off the presentation talking about establishing food and seed security. She's gone through a couple of photos of Dr. Jata Rahim, presenting some of the things that he's harvested. And they've gone through and done a magnificent job. If you haven't gotten a chance to watch this presentation, I would strongly suggest it. They get into the details of sprouting food and why seed security is important. And then any of the current challenges that we actually have to access to food in case those of us are not aware. There are about maybe, I think, 2 or 3 slides that go through it. And we must be aware that we are having mass extinction of several forms of life on the planet, and they're going through biodiversity on the planet and the need for it. I think a lot of the times you find a lot of people that are producing our food, like Monsanto, that are creating these monocrops, and the soil is being depleted, nutrients are not inside of our food, and it's also causing harm to us, I say, yeah, to Mother Earth, to the planet. And when you don't control the seeds and you're not able to harvest the seeds, and you find these things like these seedless watermelons or these other items that have seeds that have patents on them, or if you were to plant them, they actually are the property of Monsanto, and they're doing this a lot across the continent as well. And I know Mama and Dr. Jata will go into this once they get on the line, but they go very, very, very deeply into seed control. Last year, Mama Ya joined us as well, so you can look at her previous presentation if you are interested. And here we go. There's a monoculture slide that is here, and they continue to go through so much valuable information, finding what a seed, why it is important, how it ensures our future, and how you can actually save the seeds, and then the difference between open pollinated and heirloom seeds. I mean, it's an absolutely dynamic presentation. I would strongly suggest that you all tune in. And they give practical applications as far as how you can create your own seed banks or seed libraries. And then they go into the seed bank, or the thing that's up in what part of a very cold area. I can't remember. I know it's somewhere in the Arctic, where they are actually saving seeds on a global level. But I think that the ice caps just melted, and they've lost a lot of the seeds that they decided to make. So after her presentation, Dr. Jata Rahim goes into sprouting for seed and food security and superior nutrition. And so I've tried to stall as long as possible. I hope that they're on the line at this point or at this stage, and that they are able to join us. Mama Ya, did you join us on the call? No? Dr. Jata? All right, well, because we have another presenter coming on in about 15 minutes, if they're not able to join us, if you all have questions around seed saving or sprouting of seeds, you can go ahead and ask those questions, and I'll be sure that they get them. Type them in the chat box, and if you are on the line, go ahead and state your question, and I will type it in email form and make sure that I get it to them. Because they've gone through all of the different things that you can sprout: mung beans, lentils, almonds, garbanzo beans, quinoa, rice, sunflower seeds, teff, onion seeds, all of these things. And then they go into kind of the best medium for sprouting and different examples of it, what it looks like, and how you can enhance the chlorophyll levels that are inside of the sprouts, and what the difference is between sprouts and microgreens. I mean, they put a lot of work, time, and energy into it. Does anyone have any questions? I may not be able to answer them, but I can definitely pass the questions forward to the two of them.
Ms. Paucho, sister, would you just leave the page that you have up right now?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, I think it was the one, right? Yes, Ane, just so I could see that again, the difference. They do have a lot of information. So,
Oh, let's see if I can make it bigger. There we go. What about that? Is that better?
Ane,
okay. Bien, nacida.
I don't think I have controls to scroll down. Would you mind scrolling down just a tad to capture the
Oh, sure thing. Let me see if I can exit out of this full screen and bring it up a little bit. I mean, they put a lot of work into this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to them joining us.
Oh, well, I think, okay, that's it. I can see it.
Okay. I see some folks putting things in the chat window. Okay. They may join us a little bit later on today at 7 or 9. Mama Nabantu was not able to reach them, neither was I. I did give a few calls. So I will, If anyone wants me to go back and forth through slides, I'm definitely happy to do so. Paucho. And then Jadeka, were you finished with that slide?
I
Okay.
am.
You all can open up your microphones if you'd like for me to go back and forth to a different slide. I'm just going to continue to proceed down.
If no one has I do have another suggestion, another slide.
Yes.
Sprouts are somewhat DIY sprouting is a little bit controversial now in regards to the potential toxicity that's produced by not thoroughly, I guess, disinfecting them. And so there are different suggestions as to what you can put in your water to do the job. And I was just curious to see what they said. You can tell I didn't see I'm so sorry I didn't see their presentation, but I am curious. I did see that they have kind of their directions for sprouting, and was just wondering whether they're using peroxide or bleach in the water. Paucho, were you able to hear me?
I was able to hear you up to a certain point. I was trying to figure out whose phone that was making all of that noise, so I could have muted it. It was quite noisy. But you were talking about the sprouts and it being a bit controversial as far as, were you talking about enzyme inhibitors?
Not enzyme inhibitors, but to kill the microorganisms that grow in the water. The longer you have the sprout sitting, the seeds, soaking in it, and so people are using different solutions to put in that water to cut down on E. coli and some other little microorganisms that are making people sick.
Okay. I have heard about some people having some trouble with sprouts, but I think it comes into the time that you actually harvest it. When you harvest them and the medium in which they're grown. I think this slide may speak to it as well when he talks about the difference between sprouts and microgreens and how sprouts are grown in water and you're eating the seed and the seedling. And microgreens you're eating from the soil level up. I think, let me see if I go a little bit further down in here. I don't think he talks about bacteria, but
I thought I saw where he had a step-by-step, like how to sprout.
Yeah, he does. And I think this slide, they must be prepared locally in your home or community garden and consumed as soon as you have harvested them. The sooner the better. I know that's for nutrient purposes, but that you also wash them thoroughly. I think that's also a piece. You're cleaning them. Let's see.
And I've never had any problems, but it's good to just have the awareness and to take it, I don't want to be a fanatic,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People can get real fanatical with, oh, I got to add such and such to the water or I'll die. And
Right.
I don't think that's the case because people have really been sprouting for a while. And the benefits of sprouting is documented and it's for real. Those enzymes are necessary. My daughter and I really need to do more. And this is inspirational. So.
Oh, beautiful. He has a slide here as well. If you all are interested in learning more and cannot tune in a little bit later on, Dr. Jata, they have a living food certification program. And they talk about the knowledge and theory of food from the Ayurvedic traditional Oriental medicine perspectives. They talk about fermenting, food combination for optimal longevity, juicing, the science of juice combinations, dehydrating, seasonal soups and tonic herbs. And the classes are live and direct from the People's Clinic for Traditional Oriental Medicine. And if that does not work for you, they also have an online component where they have recorded streaming. If you want to get more information on it or ask questions, you can reach Dr. Jata at jatamala1@gmail.com. That is JATAM as in Mary, ALA1, which is the number, at gmail.com. And you all can see our screen. We can't be satisfied where we are now. Let's step out of the box, investigate, and be proactive for new adventures, new skills, new talents. Do it now. That's a quote by Dr. Jata Rahim. He and Mama Ya Elohim have been doing this work for quite some time, and they have allowed it to manifest into the People's Traditional Oriental Medicine Clinic in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. You can find her on Facebook at Ya Santewa. That is YAASANTEWAA, or visit the People's Clinic, the number 4, TOM.com. That is the People's Clinic, the number 4, TOM.com. I hope that this was beneficial. I know I did not do them justice, but I would like to honor the massive amount of work that they put into this and share it with you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Sister Karima is prepared and ready. I will let her know that we are ending our session at this time, and hopefully we can reach Mama Ya and Dr. Jata. I will be placing it under our schedule on the website if they are available. So please check back at blacksustainabilitysummit.com/schedule, and you'll be able to see the updated times for presenters that were not able to be on the call earlier today. Thank you so much, and I will go ahead and stop this recording and post this up and get ready for Sister Karima to speak with us about our health. All right, give thanks.